So we know that people are hungry, and we're gonna have a lunch break here in a little bit. We've been instructed not to bring food here, but we break rules anyway. That's what we do. We almost break a rule just being here. So we're gonna do what we're gonna have to do because we don't want nobody to leave. We want to get all this information and we want to complete our day. So what we're gonna do, got a sister here that's about to come up that I have a long-standing relationship with, not that kind of relationship because the moon here is a future husband, probably beat me up, he thought that kind of relationship. But no, a long-standing relationship with this sister. And I met her in Memphis some years ago, and she was a beautiful sister when I met her. She seen us out there growing food and bottling water and distributing water throughout the state, and she really took to our initiative. And she left Memphis for a while. I lost track with her, and when I found her again, she surfaced and she was a whole person smaller. She was a whole person smaller, and I was like, wow. I said, that's the best testament to fitness that you can exemplify. So I reached out to her again because I was so happy to see you again, Miller. I reached out to her again and I told Miller, I said, listen, I'm still on the Black Liberation Movement agenda. We need people that can head sectors of our society and be the visualization of that. And I think you should be the Ministers of Health and Wellness of the Black Liberation Movement. So that is what she is today. And without further ado, Miller's gonna come to us before we eat and give us some health and wellness. So give her a hand, Miller Rene.
Power and peace, family. Do I have permission from the elders to continue?
Yes.
So, welcome to the 7th Annual Summit. This is my 3rd year attending. I don't want to be very long because, again, I know we all are hungry, and I actually left to go eat some stuff that I shouldn't have eaten, but that's okay. I'm going to stay on track. What I wanted to talk about today, just very briefly, and it is in regard to health and wellness. And in my capacity as the Ministress of Health and Wellness for the Black Liberation Movement, that is what I try to do because Black women, we are the foundation of the nation, right? And yes, with that said, this is not a slight, but I don't coddle. I'm very direct because I'm very direct with myself. I don't play with myself, so I'm not gonna play with you all. Black women are leading in clinical obesity, okay? And that is obesity that is inclusive of other health conditions, diabetes, high blood pressure, you know, all those things, right? And of course, it's been disproven that we are the most highly educated group. That's not true. It's not true, sisters. Okay? We are very educated, but we're not the most highly educated group. And if we were, would we be still leading in clinical obesity? I don't think we would be. But as Brother Patrick said, just to give you a bit of a background, I am a mother, career-wise, speech-language pathologist, but health and wellness is my passion. However, I don't make a lot of money doing that, so I have to keep the other one so I can pay the bills, right? Well, help pay the bills, because, you know, I got a good man, thankfully, so. But at any rate, I lost over 100 pounds naturally. No surgery, no pills, no drugs, none of that, just determination and consistency and being disciplined, which is a thing that we lack in the Black community. Not just Black women, but Black men as well. Black men are lacking in discipline in certain areas that cause many families to be, you know what I'm saying, laying in low spread. Okay, I don't want to get into all that. But we all need to practice discipline, and that's where it comes in. So today I just wanted to do a light exercise with you all. Normally, and in years past, I did a whole exercise session, but nobody want to get sweaty because y'all all cute today. Nobody got time for that. So we was working out, I'd be excited because that's what I love doing. I actually enjoy the physical activity. And sisters, I just want to say this. If you start, you will not stop.
There you go.
If you start,
That's right. That's right.
and if you're committed to your health and wellness, to your body, to being better for your children, being better for your husbands or your partners or whatever have you, if you start, you won't stop because you'll see the difference.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And too many of us, we start and it's just to fit in an outfit. It's just to go to a reunion. It's just, for whatever reason, there's always something. Or you take the easy way out. And it really ain't easy because you're putting your life in jeopardy by getting out and having these surgeries. And you're having these surgeries not even trying to look like black women. You're trying to look like other women who are caricatures of black women. So naturally, as you are the most beautiful women on the planet. So you should be the most healthy women as well. Okay? All right, I'm not gonna fuss, but I'm not gonna coddle you either. Okay? So, with that said, I just want to do a simple breathing exercise. And that is like Brother Patrick said, there are many of us who are in this struggle, who are in this fight, in the movement, doing the work. We don't take time to just slow down. Many of us really don't even know how to breathe.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am. Oh, many of us don't really know how to breathe, right? And a lot of times with women, because we're so used to sucking it in, you know, we've learned how to suck it in and still have air come in and out. We think we're really breathing, but that's not healthy. You're not breathing from your diaphragm. You have this whole organ that is right under your lungs you're not even using. And when you're not doing diaphragmatic breathing, you're not sleeping well at night. Brothers, this is for you too. You're not sleeping well at night. Your nervous system cannot relax, right? So you're going, and you wonder why, you know, people are 43 years old, 42, dropping, just falling out. You know, they talked about Baba Chukwe Lumumba yesterday and how he was constantly working for others, constantly, but never stopped to take care of himself. And had he done that, it's possible that he could have still been here. A lot of you brothers, mine included, I have to stay on all the time. Listen, you gotta stop. You can't do everything for everybody all the time. Sometimes you got to do something for yourself. You know, you can't serve others from a space of depletion. It has to be overflow. You gotta feel it for yourself first. You gotta do for yourself. So when you don't, like I said, when you don't practice the proper breathing, it reduces your concentration. When you do that, you can actually lower your blood pressure naturally by just doing diaphragmatic breathing. Of course, you need to change your eating lifestyle. I don't like to say diet, but the lifestyle, the way that you eat, right? You need to change that. We're Africans, so we should be eating according to the circadian rhythm anyway. You should be eating when the sun is at its highest. You shouldn't be eating late at night, snacking all night long. We all do it. I was just up there eating chips. Listen, that's not what I'm doing. I'm saying as a lifestyle. I still have things that I do, but I practice a very healthy lifestyle, right? And I don't even consider it a reward when I go off track. I'm messing up. I'm honest with myself. I don't lie to myself. I'm like, oh, it's a treat because I lost 2 pounds. No, I'm messing up. I want to eat something that's not even food because I want it. That's where accountability comes in.
Good teaching.
But I keep going, all right? So also, when you practice breathing from your diaphragm, you maximize the energy that you manifest from that breath. You can do more. You'll notice that once you do that, maybe you pick up cardio. You have an extended time where you can run, and you're not, just breathing extra heavy. You're running, and it's like, I literally can run 10 miles. Kid you not. And I'm still breathing. Because I'm breathing from my diaphragm, I'm breathing correctly, okay? And it also helps you to become more conscious, more aware of yourself, your being, and your surroundings and others. So with that said, all I want to do is a really quick breathing exercise. I really want to work out. So if anybody wants to meet me after this, you know what I'm saying, we can go to the park and get it on. If you want to, we'll talk about that later. But let's do the breathing. Yeah, let's do the breathing for right now. So, can y'all still hear me if I move away?
Yeah.
Okay, so when you breathe from your diaphragm, like I said, it's right up under, your rib cage, up over your lungs. Don't try to hold it in. You gotta let your stomach go out, sisters, okay? All right? I see some of y'all still sitting. I'm watching you. You're not breathing correctly. Even watching you, you're breathing from your clavicle and you're not breathing from your diaphragm. So, yeah. You can stand. That might be good. Yeah, stand. Because I'm serious. I literally see some sisters. I'm not going to point you out, but y'all are sitting there like this. You're struggling. You got no oxygen coming in. So this first breath, I just really want you to take a deep breath. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. But at the same time, I want you to really focus on breathing from your diaphragm. First thing I want you to do, just inhale and let your stomach go out as far as it goes. We don't care. Stop holding it in, sisters. I see you. Exhale. Don't stop until your stomach gets almost to your spine. Keep exhaling. All right, inhale again. Hold for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Breathe in again. This time, close your eyes and try to hold for 12 seconds.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Exhale slowly. All right. We're going to do some alternate nostril breathing. So what I want you to do, excuse me, is take your right thumb, place it over your right nostril. Now, when you breathe, I'm going to show you first. I'm breathing in through my left nostril. Hold for 6 seconds. I'm going to pinch and release. And breathe out. Y'all got it? I'm going to do it again. So you're going to take your right thumb, place it on your right nostril, come in this way, hold it for 6 seconds. Pinch. Exhale for 6 seconds. Same thing. Stop holding your stomach in. Exhale. All right, switch sides, same thing. Left thumb on your left nostril. Breathe in, hold for 6 seconds. Pinch. Release from that nostril. Repeat. Hold it. Release. All right. How y'all feel? I know y'all hungry. That's why we back before you eat. But listen, in all seriousness, that is a simple. Y'all can sit down if you want to. You can sit down. That is a simple breathing exercise. I do fire breath, which is like breathing really, really fast. Because I do yoga as well. I asked about maybe doing that tomorrow, so we may do that at the end of the day. If you want to have a yoga session with me, we'll do that. At any rate, listen. To my brothers, y'all are doing a lot. Constantly. Moving. You're not expressing your emotions because you were told not to, right? You're not telling people that you need help when you need help. It's okay when you need help to say that you need help. You're not stopping because your family is dependent on you, everybody's dependent on you, but we need you. So we need you all to take better care of yourselves as well. So sisters, y'all are saying that's right, but it also comes back to us first because you are the primary nurturers of your family. So that's right. So sometimes he may not necessarily know what it is that he should or shouldn't be eating. That's your duty. Especially if he's your man in your home, it's your duty to know what your family needs to be eating. You're preparing the meals. You're the first example of health for your family. He's leading. He has a role to lead, but you have a role as well. It's a support role, but it's important. And if your family is not healthy, doesn't matter how much you get out here and you work, brother, how much money you made, how many cars you have, none of that matters. Because if she loses you, really, she loses everything. And sisters, if he never has you, he never has anything.
That's good.
We are all we got, black man and black woman.
That's right.
So the best thing we can do outfit, not to attend an event, not to make the sister jealous, because that's what women do a lot of times. They wear things to impress other women. They don't care about y'all brothers. They say that they don't. They want that woman to say, girl, you look good. Oh, thank you, girl. It's okay. It ain't about y'all, right? But I'm being serious, family. Honestly, that is the truth. We gotta practice better health practices. It's gotta be about overall health. You gotta slow down when you need to. You gotta breathe for real. That's so important. Y'all just don't understand how important breathing is. Yeah, mind, body, spirit, absolutely. It is important. You have to do that. Okay? Take time, meditate with your spouse, with your partner, with your sisters. Do those things. It matters. Okay? When you get up in the morning, the first thing you should do is drink room temperature water. Put a little lemon in if you want to. Drink water, sit at the end of your bed. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to go buy a mat. You don't have to go buy special clothes. Literally, get up in the morning, slide to the end of your bed, drink that water, do some deep breathing exercises. Get your mind right, get yourself still. Sisters, stop letting time be an excuse. I get up in the mornings at 4:30 and I go work out. You know why?
Yes,
Because I don't want my family to suffer. I can't cook. I can't do all the things that I need to do for them if I'm sitting here like, I'm still in this for myself. Man, I ain't got my hair done. Well, I don't even get my hair done. But I ain't got none of this stuff done, right? So we rushing and trying to do everything. We mad at our children. Oh, I can't do this, I can't do that. Because you weren't responsible first to get up and take time to do it for yourself.
Next question.
Yes.
I don't know if you ever had an instance, but I think this might be a difficult question. How do you balance needing to slow down sometimes with at the same time knowing
That you can't.
that, well, not just that, but if you don't do this thing, it's not going to get done.
That's a math question. Thank you. I love it. But honestly, I think that's part of my everyday life. Especially y'all, let me tell you something. I'm gonna answer that. And try to be real brief. In grad school, I had my son walking across the stage. Like, I was pregnant in grad school, I was working, I was teaching full time at a high school, going to graduate school at night, everything. Like, I was all over the place. But I had to do all those things. There was no way around it. I was married at the time. Of course, he was working too, but y'all know this society we're in, a lot of times you just need a two-parent income. It's just what it is, right? So I still had to cook, because he couldn't. I still had to cook. I still had to he helped with a lot of things, but I still had a lot on me. So for me, it's kind of like what I'm saying about how I exercise. I get up at 4:30 in the morning. I prioritize my time in such a way that I'm not suffering first, but then so that my family doesn't suffer. Because even if I get to those things that I gotta get to, but I know my son doesn't have what he needs, my daughter, my husband, then I don't feel good. So prioritizing your time, I think that is just the best thing. You have to find the time in the day, and you can. It's always an excuse when you say you don't have time. Yes, you do. Because if Beyonce comes in town, y'all want to see Beyonce. You ain't got the money or the time, but somehow you're gonna get there. You get there. But even like, for my king, like when he's training and he says, hey, I need y'all to show up at this time and get there because we're gonna, do some 2A, we're gonna do some gun training, we're gonna do some physical activity. People have excuses. But at the same time, those people can be at a festival buying crystals. And on Facebook posting about it. But wait, you didn't have time to come train? You didn't have time to do that very thing that's gonna help you and your family? I don't understand that. But you can go spend money? How does this make sense?
It's too real, bro.
So using logic and time management. That's the best answer I can give you, Mr. Math Guy.
If I could say something to that point,
Yes.
it's kind of bleeds over to things that we do all the time. We find out that all this stuff that we're talking about are important, extremely important,
Absolutely.
but they're not always urgent. So you have to figure out which is urgent. And I made it up with my creation, like fixing my house, doing things around the house. Some of these things are not gonna get done.
That's right.
And you have to recognize that some things just not gonna get done. But if you do it right and do the thing that's urgent, and other people participate in that, then you'll see all the important things get taken care of, and things will begin to get done.
Absolutely.
I don't know if anybody else got this problem. One of my problems, my personal challenge is like, I have this like school mentality of trying to get like 100%. And like 100%
Me too.
is like if I got a to-do list for a day and I write it up like 8 o'clock in the morning, if I don't get everything done, then I feel like I failed. So that's something I gotta like.
Right.
I'm working on it. 'Cause it's still like tomorrow, or like.
That's the bad side of it,
And
it's
also-
counting hours.
Think about, it may be important, but it's not necessary. See, the universe creates these things that come against us, convenience and necessity.
Yeah,
Those have to be redefined. Value systems have to be redefined.
absolutely,
You know, a lot of things we think are valuable is not valuable.
that's right.
It's time with your children while they're young is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't undo that, you can't get it back. I see too many old men, 70, 80 years old, and they go out and get a holidays. You should have been riding a bike back when you was 25.
Come on.
You missed that opportunity. And I think an old proverb says, a young man spent all of his youth trying to obtain wealth, and an old man spent all of his wealth trying to obtain youth.
That's right, that's real. My father always said that.
If I could throw this right quick, answer your question, brother. This is how you manage time. I think like a building. Building moving phases. Okay? So let's say I have all this stuff I have to do. Let's say we plan an hour, right? A little plan an hour. I have to do it. I'm gonna give you one of our acronyms. I don't share none of that information. I'm gonna share this with you. It's called OSMEA. And anybody's been in the military, you understand. It's called a 5-paragraph order. Orientation, situation, mission, execution, administrative, admin and logistics, command and city.